everyone, and welcome to this module of the electrician trade. In today's session, we shall learn about generating and demonstrating wave shapes for voltage and current of rectifier using a CRO. By the end of the session, you will be able to construct a bridge rectifier and test the output waveforms with and without the RC filter and calculate the ripple factor. Now, we shall learn how to construct a bridge rectifier. It is important to gather the necessary components and tools before beginning the construction of a bridge rectifier. For this, the required components and tools are one bridge rectifier kit, one oscilloscope 20 MHz dual trace, one voltmeter MC 0 to 30 volts, one multimeter, one function generator, 4 diodes IN 4007, one resistor 470 ohms, one electrolytic capacitor 10 μF or 25 volts, one resistor 10 kilo ohms or 1 watt, one step-down transformer 240 by 24 volts, multi-strand wires of 600 volt grade as required, one breadboard, soldering iron 25 watts, 240 volts, resin core solder 60 by 40 as required, and connecting wires as required. Before going to the experiment, let us understand the operation of the bridge rectifier. The bridge rectifier is a type of full wave rectifier that converts alternating current or AC into direct current or DC. It consists of 4 diodes arranged in a bridge configuration as shown in the diagram. During the positive half cycle of the input AC voltage, the diodes D1 and D3 are forward biased and conduct current, while D2 and D4 are reverse biased and do not conduct. As a result, current flows from the positive terminal 1 through D1, the load resistor R, D3 and back to the negative terminal 2. During the negative half cycle of the input AC voltage, the polarity of the voltage at the terminals 1 and 2 is reversed, and D4 and D2 become forward biased, while D1 and D3 become reverse biased. As a result, current flows from terminal 2 through D4, the load resistor R, D2 and back to terminal 1. In this way, the bridge rectifier converts the AC input voltage to a pulsating DC output voltage. This is a pulsating DC. To get a stabilized DC output, filters are used in the rectifier circuits. Let us now construct a bridge rectifier and test the wave shapes. First, construct the bridge rectifier as per the schematic diagram on the breadboard. Switch on the supply and record the AC input voltage Vs/RMS from voltmeter 1 reading in table 1 and calculate the output VDC using formula VDC equal to 0.9 into Vs/RMS. Measure the DC output VDC across the load resistance RL using the voltmeter V2. Record the difference between the VDC calculated and VDC measured. Also, measure the peak value of Vs, frequency of Vs, and peak value of pulsating VDC and record the waveforms of input and output voltages from the CRO as shown in the video demonstration. After constructing the bridge rectifier without a filter and applying the input supply, the following observations were made on the output waveform from the CRO output display. The RMS value of the input AC voltage was 12 volts. Then, the calculated DC output voltage was 10.8 volts and the measured DC output voltage was 10.6 volts, resulting in a difference of 0.2 volts. The peak value of the DC output voltage was 14.9 volts and the frequency of the input AC voltage was 50 Hz. The pulsating DC output voltage had a peak value of 14.9 volts and a frequency of 100 Hz. The frequency of the output signal of the bridge rectifier is calculated as below. F out is equal to 2 times F in, which is equal to 2 times 50 Hz, which is equal to 100 Hz. From these observations, it can be concluded that the bridge rectifier without a filter produced a pulsating DC output waveform. Now, let us see the measure of the ripple and calculate ripple factors in bridge rectifiers with RC filters. Before going to the experiment, let's understand the operation of the bridge rectifier with an RC filter. As previously discussed, in a bridge rectifier without a filter, the circuit operates similarly. However, the addition of a capacitor in parallel with the load ensures a constant voltage is maintained across the load, resulting in a nearly constant DC output voltage. Let us now construct a bridge rectifier with RC filter and measure the ripple factor. Construct the bridge rectifier with the RC filter as per the schematic and layout diagrams. Switch on the circuit and record the AC input VSRMS in Table 1 and calculate the output VDC using the formula VDC equal to 0.9 into VSRMS. Measure the DC output VDC across the RL and record the difference between the VDC calculated and VDC measured. Also, measure the peak value of Vs, frequency of Vs, peak value of pulsating Vs and input and output voltages from the CRO as shown in the video demonstration. After constructing the bridge rectifier with a filter and applying the power supply, the following observations were made. The root mean square or RMS value of the supply voltage VSRMS was 12 volts, while the calculated and measured DC voltages or the VDC were both 10.8 volts, resulting in a difference of 0 volts. The peak value of Vs was 15.2 volts and the frequency of the input voltage or Vs was 50 Hz. The peak value of the VDC is also 15.2 volts. Calculate the ripple factor using the formula ripple factor equal to AC ripple voltage divided by DC voltage and fill it in Table 2. The values of input AC and output DC for with and without the RC filter circuits of the bridge rectifier can be observed from Table 2. The ripple factor of the bridge rectifier without the RC filter is 0.4669 and with the RC filter is 0.4356. Compare the output waveforms of the bridge rectifier with and without the capacitor. We can observe that during the time duration 0 to 0.01, the positive output of the rectifier is positive half cycle of the supply. During the time duration 0.01 to 0.02, the negative half cycle of the supply is shifted to the positive side at the rectifier output. Based on this comparison, these values indicate that the use of a filter with the bridge rectifier has decreased the ripples in the output and also improved the output DC voltage. Some examples like the laptop and mobile chargers use a bridge rectifier to convert AC voltage to DC. The DC voltage is necessary for charging the device's battery. Thus, the bridge rectifier plays a vital role in the operation of these electronic devices. To summarize, in this lesson, we have learned about constructing the bridge rectifier and testing the output waveform, testing the wave shape with and without the RC filter, and calculating the ripple factor. These concepts will serve as a foundation for our understanding of advanced topics in the upcoming sessions. Thank you for your attention and participation. Let us meet again in the next session.